Hello, hello. It is Wednesday. Welcome to Wisdom Well Wednesday. Today we are doing episode 14 of our Chakra series. We're doing Understanding the Universal Chakra, Infinite Love and Divine Purpose. So for today, we are needing to wear for this chakra gold, which I've sort of found little bits. I don't know if you can really see in the dress. There's bits of gold and purple and white, or violet and white. And then I had to find something rainbow spectrum, and this is about as close as I could get. So rainbow's not really my thing. You're very lucky that I have any of these chakra colors at all to wear. Yeah, so this is as close as I got to rainbow spectrum. So that is why I am dressed like this today in honor of our 12th chakra in the 12 chakra system. So this is our last one in our sort of second part of our chakra series because it's our 12th chakra of the 12 chakra system. When we go through any of these chakras, especially the extra ones in the 12 chakra system, it's always up to your own interpretation as well. So just because I'm saying some things and you resonate with something different, go with that other thing. Like not everything that I'm going to say is going to resonate with you, including the names for them as well and the colors, all of this kind of stuff. So always go with what you feel. If you haven't already looked at any of our other chakra series, going all the way back to February the 12th, 2025, we did our first ever one, which was introducing the 7 major chakras. And then after that, we did 7 weeks of the individual 7 chakras. Then after that, I did an introduction to the 12 chakra system. That was on September the 24th, 2025. And then we then did all the extra ones, the 5 extra ones, concluding today with the 12th one. Have you ever felt a deep connection to the universe or wondered about your place in the grand cosmic scheme? Join me as we explore the Universal Chakra, your gateway to higher consciousness and spiritual unity. Discover how to tap into this powerful energy center, activate its potential, and embrace profound interconnectedness of life. Okay, so once again, welcome to the 12th chakra in our 12 chakra system, concluding the 12 chakra, but not the chakra series. The colors for this are gold and white and violet and rainbow spectrum, or just one of them, whichever one, or something completely different. This is about maybe a foot or even higher, a couple of feet probably, above your crown chakra from our 7 major chakras, which is at the very top of your head. So this last one is all about universal consciousness. It's all about like connecting to the higher realms. Absolutely. It's connecting to gods or a god, if that's what you believe in, or the universe as a general energy force, whatever you believe as the ultimate highest power. This is your gateway to that. So this can be our spiritual awakeness, our spiritual connectiveness, our connection to the divine absolute and that unconditional love energy coming through there. So it's very good for healing and balance. It is your highest chakra in this one though, so it's not one that you can automatically just go to straight off the bat. You have to really practice and sort of get to that point. That's like your higher level one, right? You need to connect to your other ones beforehand, before going to that one. Doesn't mean that you might not ever use it, like you might I'm gonna say accidentally use it now and then, but to actually focus and to use it properly, you would need to build your way up to getting that. So let's get started with this 12th chakra. Okay, so how do you know if your universal chakra is inactive or inactive, unhealthy? So there are physical symptoms. Those would be obviously fatigue, any kind of digestive issues and weak immune system, poor sleep quality, that kind of stuff. So the usual ones really for these higher chakras, especially, they're all quite similar in their underactiveness and overactiveness and healthy. Emotional symptoms would be feelings of being isolated, like an emotional numbness or a fear or an anxiety like of unknown origin. Yeah, it's sort of like you feel very lost in your place in the world, in the universe, in your future, in your soul's journey, all of this stuff. Mental symptoms would be obviously lack of clarity, and negative thought patterns, like really limiting beliefs or bad self-talk. Not really understanding your potential would be a mental thing there. Struggling to focus on things too would be an issue. Of course, a spiritual one would be disconnection to the divine or the universe or your soul. Sort of like those higher energies. There's a complete disconnect there for you. Like you don't feel any connection, any purpose. And a resistance to change. You don't really want to change. You don't really want to find God or gods or spirituality or belief. You just kind of you want to stay in your 9 to 5 grind, where you're just living out each day, as it were. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that this is an active chakra. So overactive obviously would be the opposite of this. So physically you might be very, very hyper, sort of restless leg syndrome and stuff like that, like always moving around, like you can't really stop. You're sitting down and your legs twitching, or you're tapping, or you're just fiddling with your rings. That kind of stuff. Headaches and migraines would also be something for an overactive chakra here as well, because of that overstimulation. Again, the digestive issues would be a sign for this too, and insomnia as well. So again, sleep issues would be a thing. So especially when it's like because of so many thoughts and so much activity in your head, and that's the reason that you can't sleep, that would be an overactive universal chakra. So following on from that, the mental ones would be those racing thoughts and those constant thoughts and that bombardment of thoughts and all the time, and the difficulty grounding. So you've got this overthinking and these multiple voices always chattering away in a negative way to you, and you don't feel grounded even, which is funny because it's like your universal chakra, right? So it's like right up into the cosmos and heavens or universe or whatever, but you're not actually feeling grounded either. So you have no connection with either place, right? On earth or in the skies. So it's kind of very jarring. So spiritually, you would have these clarity issues. You might be confused with belief systems, or messages coming through to you. You just feel really, really lost, is like an ongoing theme with this one. And like I said, you're very disconnected from the earth stuff as well. So it's not necessarily just spiritual stuff. It could be a disconnection from people, your surroundings, just yourself. You don't even feel at home in your own body. Like it's like a complete disconnect from any kind of connection, like whether that be spiritual or physical, anything at all. There's like a lack of connection for you. So how do you know that you have a healthy and active universal chakra? Remember, again, this is like your higher one. So a lot of people won't have this completely 100% anyway. but physical symptoms would be like high energy and vitality and really good health, like really good, like you're never sick, kind of thing. Your sleep obviously it would be incredible. You'd get exactly the right amount of sleep that you need. You wouldn't be waking up in the night. You wouldn't have trouble falling asleep. There's no nightmares, no overthinking when you're going to sleep about bills or what you're going to do the next day. And you're going to feel that groundedness. You're going to feel at home in your body. You're going to feel a connection to yourself and those around you and your environment, as well as the higher. Emotionally, you're going to be emotionally stable for sure. You're going to again feel that connection to others, and you're going to just feel really content and happy and full of joy, and genuinely, not just like putting on a smile and an act. You are in constant happiness and joy. So, very, very nice, happy feelings. Mentally, your thoughts are clear. You're very, very sure in your communication, both verbally and your thoughts. Um, you're very open-minded. You're very open to hearing about others' ideas and beliefs and stuff like that, not to change you, but to understand from other points of view. Spiritually, of course, you're going to be super connected to other realms, the divine, just anything and everything spiritual. You're going to have that complete access, that complete open doorway to that world or those worlds, and be able to flow easily between them all and communicate within those realms as well. So that's your very highly spiritual person. Um, and just feeling that oneness with the universe and those around you. And of course, you're very open to change. You're very open to energy shifts, and you just kind of flow with everything. Everything just kind of is trusted, and you feel guided to just change direction or change your way of life or whatever it is that you're feeling called to do. It's a very, very natural process for you. So how do we activate this universal chakra? And again, by all means, you can do these, but it's not going to super turn on unless you've actually done the work on the other ones as well and on yourself. You can't just jump straight ahead to this one. Color therapy, of course, is our first one that we always go to in the chakra series. So wearing the colors of the chakra. So this one would be gold or white, violet, or just a rainbow spectrum, almost like an opal, or like, you know, when petrol or gas or whatever country I'm talking to is spilled on the tarmac and it has that like rainbow sheen. That kind of rainbow spectrum is what this one is looking like. So yeah, so you could wear these colors, you could have them as jewelry, you can have a room painted those colors, a cushion, or you know, whatever it is have those colors around you. Even if it's just having a sheet of paper or you pin that color on a screen and just like absorbing those colors. If you're lucky enough to have a sauna with light therapy in it, you can also use that too. You can actually go into your sauna and put the light therapy on, right? Foods are another great way of connecting with our chakras and having that mindful eating. So for this chakra in particular, golden foods, so things like mangoes, apricots, pineapples, these are the vitality ones, right? The ones that are going to switch on that universal chakra. Green leafy foods like kale and spinach and all those kind of ones are great for all of these higher chakras, especially some of the seven as well, but yeah, it's really good for these higher ones. Nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, stuff like that are good for this chakra, as well as grains like quinoa, brown rice, oats, or all of the healthy stuff, right? Spices and herbs are a good one to incorporate into your healing, because you can have it in your food, but you can also put them in teas, tinctures, all of this kind of stuff, right? So for the universal one, we would use things like basil or basil, whoever I'm talking to, sage, rosemary, all of those kind of ones. Coconut's a really good one. You could even have just coconut water, especially if it's got the pulp in it, or just coconut in general. That's a good one for the chakra. Um, Vegetables as well. So like kelp and seaweed and stuff like that would be a good one. And of course, dark chocolate. So even if you're having like cacao or something like that, or just a really good quality dark chocolate, that's a really good one for activating this higher chakra. Activities, anything that's kind of connecting you with yourself, your environment, and higher realms, really. So, nature walks, creative activities, meditations, and yoga, journaling, all of those kind of things would be really good for connecting you to that higher chakra. Affirmations are always a good one. So I honor my spiritual journey and interconnectedness of all life. I release any fears or doubts, inviting harmony and peace into my life. Or I celebrate the uniqueness of my soul while recognizing my unity within the whole. So lots of different ones that you can choose from. I just randomly picked 3 there out of my list of 10 that I had for you guys. But yeah, make up your own for sure. Any kind of affirmation, I highly recommend that you make your own ones. You can take for bits and pieces from ones that you read, or if one really, really calls to you and resonates, then use that. But otherwise, I really encourage you to make your own ones because it's more meaningful and it's more likely to react on a cellular and a spiritual level for you. Crystals always are good ones for activating chakras. Clear quartz obviously is our go-to for most of them. Just very, very good for activating stuff. But clear quartz being the master healer and this being a very high chakra is a very good way of connecting to that one. Selenite, another great one. If you don't have any selenite, always recommend that you have a selenite in your kit. And this one is about cleansing and purity and balance and stuff like that. Labradorite. Beautiful. It's actually got the rainbow sheen in it, actually. The Labradorite is like a grey one, and then it has the rainbow sheen, which doesn't get picked up on the camera, unfortunately. But yeah, that one's a very, very magical stone. It's actually the stone of magic, right? So it's very much about transformative and travel and like astral travel kind of thing and spiritual connections and stuff like that. Very connected to natural magic. Ametrine. Ametrine is our beautiful one that is half amethyst and half citrine, so a blend of 2 stones right there. This one is for your mental clarity and your awareness and stuff like that. And then finally, where are you? There you go. You could have apophyllite. So this one is a beautiful one. It's a very, very high vibrating stone. It's one of my favorites. It just looks like clear quartz, really, but it has like inclusions in them, like little like bits and pieces that you can like see. And again, it has the rainbow sheen if you look really carefully. In a lot of them, you can see that rainbow sheen. Very good for spiritual awakening, sorry, and consciousness and connecting with higher dimensions and other realms. So with these crystals, you can have them in your jewelry, you can have them in your pocket, you can have them by your bed, you can have them with you when you meditate, whatever it is. Essential oils are other good ones to use. I always, anything spiritual, anything meditative will always encourage you to use some frankincense for that. There's a reason that they use frankincense in churches because it gets you into that meditative state, right? And so frankincense is great for opening up those higher chakras, especially this universal one. Myrrh is a good one for spiritual awareness and deepening that connection. Cedarwood is good for your calming energy, so therefore again gets you in that meditative state. It's also really good because it's wood. It actually helps you with the grounding as well, a connection with nature. So it's kind of that dual aspect. Bergamo is that joy one, that uplifting, self-acceptance, and just that harmony and equilibrium feeling that you can feel. And then patchouli would be really good at balancing those energies and opening up to spiritual and emotional healing. So yeah, that is how we can activate the 12th and final chakra in our 12 chakra system. If you have enjoyed this video, I do encourage you to please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and share this with whoever you think would benefit from learning about the chakras. Remember, we have the whole series, so send them the entire series. It's in a playlist. Our next chakra episode will be an introduction to our 21 minor chakras. Don't worry, there's not 21 episodes because a lot of them are in pairs. We have like eyes, ears, we have kidneys, we have soles of the feet. Yeah, a lot of them are in pairs. So I think there's only maybe 14 episodes of the individual ones, and then of course we have the introduction one, so maybe about 15 episodes in total for those. I had planned to do this next one on March the 11th. However, a lot of stuff is changing for me, location wise and other things, so I'm going to take a little hiatus for a little bit. I'm not really sure. Definitely not going to be doing the weekly ones of these anymore. So we're not actually going to have one next week. It was going to be tarot as a coaching tool, but I'm going to put that on the back burner for a little bit. And so there's not going to be anything for next week or for the foreseeable future. We'll hopefully come back because I do enjoy doing these Wisdom Well Wednesdays with you. It just, I can't give the time that I need to for these videos right now. It doesn't mean we're done forever. Same with the Chakra series, that is going to go on a mini pause. If anything, I'll probably do the Chakra series first and foremost, so might end up doing one a month still, but as of today, possibly not coming out on March 11th. It may still do, we will see. But if I do that one, then I've got to commit to the next 15 months, right? So we shall see. But anyway, this has been so wonderful to do these Wisdom Well Wednesdays, and prior to that, live at fives with you guys. This is not a goodbye. This is not forever. This is just a little break for me, just to sort out some bits and pieces and to go on some adventures. So thank you so much. You can still absolutely reach out to me, like personally, ask any questions. I still absolutely will answer anything. And if you have ideas for future episodes, please do still contact me with those. I still would love to hear from everybody. But yeah, the videos will be on a slight pause with no coming back date yet. So until we see each other again, I wish you a wonderful 2026. I'm sure I'll be back later this year. But I really wish you a wonderful year. We're coming into the year of the horse, which is going to be fantastic for many, if not all of you. So just allow that energy to come through, and it will be a beautiful ride. Okay, everyone. Thank you again for everything, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Lots of love. Bye. From the Wisdom Well, keep shining, continue learning, and stay curious. Until next Wednesday.